What's up, Overgrowers? So, today we are going to talk a little bit more about time management and the difficulties that we all might face when we have a job and time commitments that stop us from maybe going forth in a new venture. So, yesterday I gave my number one tip for how to give yourself a little bit more hours in the day. So, and that was, of course, get rid of the things that are not moving you forward in your motivation and the things that you're trying to accomplish. If you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to start a business, the the first things that you need to give up are those things that you already know you need to give up. The Unfortunately, it's the fun stuff that you like to do, and you know that that kind of sucks. I think that's what stops most people from starting a business out there. And who knows? Maybe it's why 99% of the people who fail is maybe they are not willing to give up on their nice little free time stuff that they do for long enough to actually make a difference and to be successful in their business. Or maybe it's because they don't put profit first. I'm not really sure. Um, but I do know that uh, almost everyone, probably everyone, has things that they do every day that just are time wasters, and they're sucking up your valuable time. And time is a precious commodity that you need to maximize. So I'm trying more and more to figure out how I can maximize my time. And the first thing I could think of was just stop watching Netflix and stop playing games on my phone and try to stop using social media for anything other than to actually network and try to grow my business. So I was talking yesterday a little bit about having a routine, and I was hoping to kind of start getting into a little bit more of a routine today. That hasn't quite happened. It's tough. Um, I feel like I should be sleeping a little bit less just so that I can be working a little bit more on my home business. But it can be hard sometimes when you're working, um, 10 and 14 hours over the weekend like I did. And, to go from that to getting 6 hours of sleep, which is maybe a little bit less than what I'm used to surviving on. So, you know, I'd like to know if other people struggle with that as well. And I always hear about people who maybe only work or only sleep like 4 hours a day, and I'm not really sure how you can do that. Um, yeah, I used to get 10, and I was more than happy with that, but now I'm just trying to shorten that down a little bit. So the main things that I think everyone should really incorporate, and if you watch a lot of self improvement videos and read books and stuff on those topics, almost everyone kind of agrees on a few solid things, and that would be um, exercise, some kind of meditation or spiritual practice, um, and eating right, of course. Having a good diet is very important. Um, so if you can control those things, it goes a long way. But I find that if you're eating right, a lot of times you're eating at home and you're spending a lot of time preparing your food. So I know there are like meal delivery, food preparation things out there where you can get good meals, but it tends to be a little bit pricier or like outside of the price range that I am comfortable at right now. And maybe in the future, once I start moving my business forward a little bit, I'll be able to justify those price points because if I can save an hour of prep and cooking and cleaning, um, it might be worth 15 or 20 bucks or whatever to have some healthy food delivered to me. But for the time being, I can't really afford that, so I'm spending a little bit more time than I would like to um, doing food preparation, cleaning up, and all this other things. Um, so yeah, I would like to know how other people deal with those issues. What did you do at the beginning? If you're watching this and you've already gone through this, how did you get through making time by eliminating those little things in your day that seem to suck up a little bit more of your hours than they really should. It's incredible how even with only 6.5, 7 hours today, it seemed to really fill up my full day between that and preparing food and some of the other just kind of necessary things that needed to happen today. Um, I think by the end of this day, I'm going to get my basic stuff done: meditation, language work, uh, my vlog here, working, food, cold shower, making the bed, maybe a couple other little chores like dishes and laundry and stuff. But as far as moving the ball forward on my business and making funnels, making any business calls, whatever, I haven't done it, unfortunately. And I didn't get any exercise in today. So I think tomorrow I'm going to try to make it a point to wake up and do some kind of exercise, even if it's only for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And again, work towards cutting down caffeine. I definitely didn't do that today. This is tea. Anyway, this video is getting a little bit long and rambly. But yeah, just if anyone has any comments or tips about how to save time besides getting rid of the really obvious ones that we mentioned yesterday, some shortcuts or some productivity hints and tricks and tips, I'd appreciate it. I think one more thing that I'm going to try to get done today is that I think a big part of what I'm trying to do involves creativity. And there's a point earlier this year where I was writing 2 pages every day, and it turned into almost just like a journal of my day most of the time, because I wasn't really thinking of things I could actually write about. But I think that it could be really beneficial for me to continue that project. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pick that back up tonight and maybe just write 2 pages. And I'd recommend doing that to anyone out there. I think it's a really kind of cool practice, and you'd be surprised once you start writing how fast you can fill up 2 pages. I do double spaced, so it's not that hard. It's only like 500 or 600 words, and I think that most people can, once you start writing about anything you want to about the day, you'll fill it up really fast, and gives you a nice little outlet to put your thoughts out there, and but at the same time keep them to yourself. But every once in a while, maybe you find a gem or like a little aha from writing, and I think it could be helpful. So I'm gonna start doing that, and who knows, maybe some of that stuff, some of that content will work its way into these videos. But for now, have a great night. Be greater than you are. Get better every day.